Welcome to Managerial Finance. I'm Professor Blazer. The best way to reach me is by email. This isn't Finance Light. It's an online version of my regular 341 course. You can expect to spend probably 120 to 160 hours on this course over the next 9 weeks. If you don't have the time to devote to the course, don't waste your tuition dollars. Drop the course and take it later when you have adequate time to devote to the class. In addition to the time commitment, seriously consider whether an online course is best for you. While both the publishers and I provide a rich variety of supplemental material, online problem reviews, etc., the course is best suited for strong, independent learners with a solid foundation in accounting. If you learn best in a classroom setting and need lots of hands-on learning, this class might not be the best for you. The course policies and assignments apply to all students. There are no makeup extensions or incompletes or excuses. If you're going to miss something or be out of town, work ahead. Don't ask for an extension later on. Also, don't slip behind. Please get in touch with me with any questions, problems, or concerns that you have. You have my home phone number. Feel free to call. Just no calls after 9 o'clock at night or before 9 o'clock in the morning. And again, the best way to reach me is by email. The university's honor policy applies to this course. All work is expected to be your own. You're welcome to work together on Connect homework assignments and Excel assignments, but any quizzes, exams, or Excel exams are expected to be your own work. The prerequisites for the course are a C- or better in 161 and 162. In terms of the required text, we're going to be using the 10th edition of Ross, Westerfield, and Jordan. But there haven't been many changes between the 9th and 10th editions, so I encourage you to buy a hard copy of the 9th edition and use it along with McGraw-Hill's Connect, which is required for the course and includes access to an ebook. You can register for a free 2-week trial, so don't get behind in the homework saying, well, I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in the class. Here's the web address for registering for Connect. You're also going to need the Wall Street Journal to prepare a Wall Street Journal news briefs. You can get 10 weeks for $10, a great deal. You're going to need a Millersville email account, access to Microsoft Excel, and a financial calculator. Let's go ahead and take a look at the course web page. Off the course home page, down the left-hand side, you can see a calendar of scheduled assignments. These, again, are only assignments that are news briefs or Excel, things that are posted through D2L. You'll also have plenty of assignments through Connect, which we'll talk about in a little bit. If there are any updates or announcements I have to make, I'll make them or post them on this page, as well as send you an email. Please upload a close-up picture of yourself so I know who you are when you send me an email and I reply. And also, if you have any suggestions for the course, please post them to the suggestion box. Important links off the course webpage are the assessment folder. From the assessment folder, you're going to be accessing assignments through the assignment link. Here you can upload a course paper. You'll upload your first exam. You access and upload Excel assignments as well as chapter news briefs. The other important link from here is the Gradebook. Anything you upload to Excel, or rather to D2L, I will grade it, and you can see your grade through the Gradebook. However, to access any particular feedback I have an assignment, you'll need to return to the assignment folder. The next important thing from the course webpage will be the content area. The content area is the primary tool for navigating the course. From here, you can access course documents, the link for the welcome video, the syllabus, information preparing news briefs, information on the course paper, how to register and use Connect, chapter PowerPoint slides, and an online learning center from Ross, Westerfield, and Jordan. This is your textbook. In addition, from here, each chapter has its own folder. Here's the folder for Chapter 2, their chapter resources. These might be reading assignments or lecture videos. Here are some Excel assignments or some liquidity and solvency exercises you need to work through. There are guided examples. This is important for working the Connect homework, link to Connect. Link to an Excel homework assignment for Chapter 2, as well as the Chapter 2 news brief. Before we go any further with this, let's talk about these in the context of course requirements and grading on the syllabus. Here's that breakdown of how I expect you to spend your time over this course: reading the textbook, listening to D2L lectures, preparing Excel worksheets, writing news briefs, taking exams, preparing homework, etc. My strategy for each chapter is first read the chapter learning objectives, then watch the narrated PowerPoint slides if that is useful to you, but certainly read the textbook. Listen to lectures that I have posted in D2L. You'll be amazed at how much time you can save if you invest a little bit of time listening to some of my recorded lectures. Complete Excel assignments if there are any. Complete the Connect homework assignments, the Connect quizzes, and write your news brief. In terms of grading, I typically have a modified 90 to 100 scale. Notice you have to earn at least 650 points to pass the course. Connect homework is 20% of your grade. Connect chapter quizzes, 11%. Excel homework, 9%. Wall Street Journal news briefs or the company paper. Notice you have a choice. You don't do both. You do one or the other. That's 15% of your grade. Then the first exam is an Excel and written ROED composition. This is linked heavily towards Chapter 3 as we go over it. But the first 3 exams are worth 100 points each, and then we have a cumulative final worth 150 points. Let's go ahead and talk about Connect. Connect is an algorithmically generated homework management system that's linked to your ebook. So each one of you will get the same problem. It's tied to end of chapter problems. For instance, Chapter 2, homework problems 1 through 4, 6, and 7. That's the first homework set. And these are the end of chapter problems. You will get algorithmically generated numbers, so you can work it as many times as you want, and I'll only count the best grade. Assignments typically have to be completed by 11 p.m. on the scheduled due date. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you register for Connect and what Connect is. In terms of registering for Connect, there's a link right here, registering for Connect. That will pull up this PDF file that explains what Connect is, gives you again the address for registering for Connect, and explains how to purchase it and a basic on how to use it. Once you've registered for Connect, it'll take you to the course Connect webpage. There is a link here on how to complete end of chapter assignments that might be worth worth watching. There's a lecture video or some videos on how to use Excel and a basic review of accounting. These are optional. The Excel worksheets I assign are typically embedded with a YouTube video that will explain everything you need to know about that assignment. There are 3 main things: a home page, which has your assignments, a library tab, which includes access to the ebook, some self-study quizzes and other self-study material, and also Learn Smart, and I think some PowerPoint slides. From the Performance tab, you'll access the grades that you've earned on your Connect assignments, which I will periodically upload to D2L. Let's go back to the home page. So again, from here we see the tutorials, their exams. Notice the exams have a little clock. These indicate their timed assignments. The first exam you have 100 minutes, the second exam you have 90 minutes, the final exam, which is cumulative, you have 150 minutes. The date that they are available and the date that they are due. If we take a look at the chapters, each of the chapters has a chapter quiz, which also has a little clock. These are timed. The quizzes and the exams, you have 1 attempt. The homework assignments, however, you have an unlimited number of attempts and they are untimed. Let's go ahead and take a look at that first homework assignment, Chapter 2, problems 1 through 4, 6, and 7. First thing I want to point out is notice it says questions 1 of 6. That's all well and good, but what I want you to do is, instead of telling me you're going to question number 6, if you have a question by email, tell me you're working on problem 2-7, the tax rates. Just copy and paste that right into your email. The other reason this reference is important is I have guided examples in D2L taking you through most all of the homework assignments. From the Chapter 2 folder, there's a link called Guided Examples, and from here you can see a link of all the problems where I have actual walkthroughs of how to complete those problems. We were on Chapter 2, problem number 7. In D2L, you would go to problem 7, click on the link, and that will take you to a YouTube video. You could also click on the link here that says hints number 1. It will take you to a guided example. These are actually ones I've recorded for McGraw-Hill. And it'll take you to a walkthrough of the problem, the same YouTube video with just a different web link. Not all of the homework problems have links, or hints rather. I have a more extensive link in my D2L listing for guided examples. Other features of McGraw-Hill's Connect includes the Check My Work button. You can enter your answers, click on Check My Work. A pop-up box will come up and tell you which ones you've gotten correct and which ones you've gotten wrong. You can rework the problem again, hit Check My Work as many times as you want. Once you're done with the particular question, you can scroll on to the next one. You can save and exit at any time, and when your assignment's ready to be graded, you hit the Submit button. You need to submit the assignments. They will not be submitted automatically. If you miss a question, you're welcome to go back and rework that problem, but you need to work the entire homework cassette. And again, I will only count the high grade. Again, assignments generally need to be done by 11:59 p.m. on the scheduled due date. So that takes care of the Connect homework, Connect chapter quizzes, as well as the Connect exams. Let's talk briefly about the Excel homework. Most chapters have Excel assignments that you can link through, access through each chapter folder or by going directly to the assignment folder in D2L. Here is the first Excel assignment for Chapter 2. Notice the embedded YouTube video link. This will describe how to complete the assignment. In this first one, you need to complete and link together financial statements. Don't use it as a word processor, but rather use cell references and formulas in completing your worksheet. Again, if you need help, watch the embedded YouTube videos that are available in most of the Excel worksheets, or consider watching the basic Excel skills video available in Connect. The next assignment is your choice of preparing Wall Street Journal news briefs or a company paper. You can find out details about preparing the news briefs and/or papers on the syllabus as well as in D2L. In the course documents area, there's a link for requirements of preparing a news brief and also some sample news briefs so you can see what I'm looking for in terms of grading requirements. News briefs will be graded on the basis of content, analysis, grammar and writing style, as well as your choice of articles. Again, you need to subscribe to the Wall Street Journal, 10 weeks for $10, and I provide a link in D2L and on the syllabus. There are 11 chapters that we're going over. You need to prepare 10 news briefs. News briefs are meant to demonstrate your understanding of chapter material by identifying an article from the Wall Street Journal that relates to it and analyzing the article and use it to demonstrate your understanding. The article can either support or contradict concepts from the chapter. Don't just rehash the article. I want you to make connections between the textbook and the article. Demonstrate your understanding of the material. You need to have a Wall Street Journal article from the course dates, no Wall Street Journal blogs or Wall Street Journal professional editions. You must upload a Word document, not a PDF file or a Google Docs file. As an alternative to preparing news briefs, you can do a research that analyzes a Fortune 500 company paper, roughly 12 to 15 pages. Note, the paper requirements are different than those of Dr. Guo and Dr. Lineberger. There are two different due dates on this. A first draft due early in the semester, and then a second draft due late in the semester. You cannot do the completed paper if you don't submit the first draft. Click on this link to read more about the paper requirements. If you have questions about the paper, the news brief, the Excel assignments, or anything, don't hesitate to send me an email.